They want me to fight the chicken?
I went to see the Minecraft movie more than a lifetime now, and it was an experience. I haven't seen anything like that, and I waited so long to make this video, not because of procrastination. Instead, I wanted to wait for the sales to calm down, and if I'm even able to remember this movie. Sometimes I watch a movie and 2 minutes pass and I don't remember a single thing. And that's okay, I don't even want to remember what Avatar is about. So, is this movie just one of the bunch, or are we talking about true cinema? Adaptation is almost the second nature of film, one of the first movie adaptations being A Trip to the Moon, an adaptation of the books From the Earth to the Moon and Around the Moon by Jules Verne. Cinema has been a way to adapt other forms of art through its own language. Now, we're talking about an industry more than a century old, so when trying to reinvent the wheel, you step into other seas. Those seas being comics, poems, products, and video games. Video games have been this new area for film adaptation for quite a while. Video games, in comparison to the film industry, are young, their early days were rough, an industry just for children and what you barely will call art. It's hard to make a film adaptation about punk, but it isn't that hard when we talk about The Last of Us. Early video game cinema was underestimated, and it was a product of an era where everyone was saying video games were for kids, a product from hell, and why bother? Only seeing the potential of dumb kids going to see a movie that only had the title of the game and nothing else. So what ended up happening was that video games started to cross this bridge, or they built this bridge between the film industry. They started to be more like cinema, telling their stories, the way the camera works. They started to utilize its language. Some book film adaptations try to respect the source material as close as possible, but we need to understand that adaptation is a process of translation. Movies often last 2 hours, maybe 3, a book instead it has 800 pages. It's hard to make a film adaptation about a book and leave the reader happy, because film has to fight against the imagination of the reader. That's why it is easier for the film to go to another target, people who don't read books, because they don't have a point of comparison. It's easier for them to enjoy the adaptation. But video games are another story. They have visuals, they usually last longer than books and of course films, and have more dimensions on top of that. They have music, and most importantly, they have a player inside the world. They need the player for the story to be told. So when making a game adaptation, you have to cut a lot, and that's when you make choices. The Last of Us, for example, works because, one, it isn't a film, there's a whole story that you can tell in a longer format, being a series. And of course, you have the additive that The Last of Us, it's more cinema-like than most games. So, what do you do when you try to adapt Mario Bros, for example? It doesn't really have a story more than the basic one of saving the princess, but you have defined characters with their archetypes and a rich world with its own laws. So, there you can make a new story. It's still adaptation because you are using the characters and the world to make the story. And then you have a Minecraft movie. I won't tell you what Minecraft is because it's the most sold video games in history. And maybe forever unless a Chinese game comes and every single citizen buys that game. And honestly, if not all, the 99% of people who went to see the movie or are really big fans of Jack Black, or they have already dipped their toes into Minecraft. And that's the thing, the biggest difference between a book and a video game adaptation is the target. The movie isn't trying for you to play Minecraft, for making it more famous than it already is, or giving you a similar experience as the game. Nah, Minecraft is for the players. Anyone outside of that, well... So, what takes to make a Minecraft adaptation? Of course, you first respect its laws, and what the game identity is. You just grab the fundamentals, and of course, you have cubes. Honestly, in the part of the sceneries, and the construction of the world, and the CGI, it's good. I buy it, and for me the world exists. It doesn't take me out of the experience, and honestly the character of Garrett takes you out more than the visual effects. So if you care about graphics in your games, go see it. Now we make a comparison table and see what both medias have in common, and probably is the protagonist. So, where's the protagonist in Minecraft? Well, Steve is... Okay, this is the hard part. Minecraft is so difficult to adapt. Steve in the game is just an extension of the player. In Minecraft have always had the option to make your own skin, so Steve was created just as a blank state, just to not have something horrible to look if you forgot to make a skin, or you're beginning to play. Steve, whenever you see him, represents everyone, and he isn't more than a player, or the concept of the player. So how do you adapt a blank state, or a concept? And a greater question, how do you adapt the player? Of course, the logical option is, you don't. You give Steve a character and go with it. So we end up with Jack Black as Steve and telling an isekai story. Why? Okay, here comes the heavy spoiler bullets. What's the Minecraft movie really about? It treats Minecraft just like it is in our world. It's a video game. Now, of course, in the movie it's not. It's a world where you can go through a portal and... Where have you seen this before? How do you get to Minecraft? The movie doesn't want to tell a story about its own world. The movie wants to be a reflection of the real thing. Us, the real world, the real Minecraft. For some, video games are escape route from the real world. That's a thing that happens just as a book, a movie, a song, or just a place where quiet is the only thing that sounds. The movie tells us, like many others, even though the real world sucks, you can make great things on it. And the parallelism is the things that Minecraft gave you, the tools, the creativity you spend on it. You can use it too in the real world. But doesn't it sound like don't waste your time on Minecraft or enjoy your time in other things? And well, you don't see these kind of views on movies about books. Heck, I don't remember if there's a movie where you can go to the book's world. I think there's still a lot of paths video game adaptations can take. It's a different medium, but even if it is an art, you can treat it with some respect. A story usually have characters. Minecraft has Steve and the villagers, the weird things in the credits. So why this roster of characters? Okay, you have Steve, it's obvious, he's the face of Minecraft if we don't count creepers and the dirt block. Then you have the kids and I was wondering like almost the entire first half of the film, what age is this character? Don't worry, by the second half I just gave up. The thing is, who are these characters representing? I mean, the kid is all of the young Minecraft fanbase, if we can call it that have a lot of creativity and lots of potential to be unlocked. The girl is like... well, I don't know. I could like reason it as the entire female fanbase of Minecraft and that they shouldn't be judged by their interests, but it's not. The girl loses a lot of protagonism together with this other character that I really don't know where this is going. We also have the dude from regular show. It's a famous guy who cheated, at least that's what I thought when I saw this character. But in the movie he works as the loser archetype. Oh, wait a minute, the only like gamer in this movie is a loser. Or the only one who shows traits of being one. It's a loser. In a movie about a video game, where people speedrun the heck out of it, or make better computer graphics than Nvidia with Redstone. What? Don't get me wrong, he together with Steve are my favorite characters, maybe because they are the most fleshed out of everyone, but still, every character you put in your story says something, and with the movie being a parallelism of the real world... There's few keywords that you can abstract Minecraft as. Cubic is one of them, and then you have creativity. You can make this world your own. You can make great buildings or great war crimes. So why tell this story with this world? Why the mother of the kids is dead? I mean, it affects more one character than the other. She's losing the kid side of her. That's actually a sentence she said somewhere in the movie. the kid's side being all of this creativity, and it resolved with something, I guess. Characters have problems just to be resolved in the ending without really fighting for it. So what's left? I like Steve. He kinda works. Like, if the movie's about creativity and this world is giving its back to it, why don't make Steve have a more traditional artist job? Make him scared of the world, closing himself to this world. Steve shows signs of creativity at the beginning, but we get stuck with him being a miner, a trait that only works for this part of the movie. Because then he's more creative, more artist, more singer than any other thing. You know what? I give up. I don't understand the Minecraft movie. I don't understand where it wants me to go, what its goal is, who is the movie. So what's my opinion on the movie? It's 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 great. Now hear me out. The movie itself is not great, but there's merit. I laughed like 2 times, the jokes landed, and the movie really doesn't take itself seriously. And honestly, it feels like a giant shitpost. But what makes the movie great, it isn't the movie. Maybe you know where I'm going. But the Minecraft movie is a great adaptation of a video game for maybe ever. I had the opportunity to watch this film at the cinema. I took the late tickets so children didn't ruin me the film by crying and yelling and whatever kids do these days. But now I was with probably 20 years olds who didn't have anything better to do than watch the Minecraft movie with me. And when the film started, everyone was quiet. Until the second Steve or Jack Black appeared on screen, everyone started clapping. Every time Jack Black said something, they started clapping. And after 2 or 3 claps, I started clapping with them. The movie is amazing for making something no other game adaptation movie has ever done. There were players in the cinema. Hopefully you can remember we were talking that video games have that part that often movie adaptations don't care about or glaze over it. The player. They make video games unique. There's one way to watch a movie, but probably dozens of playing a game. So at least in this theater, the players that were in that space made their movie a unique experience. And they made it a unique experience for me. I maybe won't know what makes a good video game adaptation, but that was the closest maybe I'll ever watch. It's truly big cinema. Thanks for watching.